Hello.
Hello. That was in
How are
sync.
you, Ben? Are you
Um,
well?
yeah, how are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'll tell you what, I'm not. I'm not depressed. Are you?
Oh, I suffer from depression from time to
Oh,
time.
nice.
I don't see any shame in that.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't see why you're bringing it up then.
Well, one thing I like to do when I'm feeling depressed is I like to watch a funny film.
Do you?
I do.
Were you depressed when we watched this week's film, which is a funny film?
No, but I figured since we're doing a funny film,
Okay. What is the funny film in question then, eh?
I can't remember. It was your idea.
It's Hot Fuzz.
Oh, what? The 2008 movie starring Nick Frost, Simon Pegg, and a whole host of other famous people.
Yes, a lot of British theatre types, which pleases me to no fucking end, as you can imagine. Yeah,
Yes, I
yes,
can.
it's Hot Fuzz, the second in the Cornetto trilogy, and the best one in my opinion.
Okay.
Well, opening statements. What do you think?
I would say going into this that it is a modern day classic British comedy. It's probably the best of the Cornetto trilogy. It's very quotable, very enjoyable, and a good laugh all round.
Okay,
Those are my before thoughts,
okay. I
as
think
always.
this is not quite as perfect as I did think it was.
Well, no
Uh,
film is really.
well, well, a lot of films. Back to the Future is pretty bloody good. Um,
Okay,
it,
but the point is, it's not perfect, is it?
it's it's bloody great. It's jam packed. I mean, they don't waste an awful lot of script in this. There's a lot of
No, I
jokes.
make a point about that later.
A lot of fucking jokes packed. I mean, this is the closest I've ever come to taking notes. But then I realised this is fucking pointless because it's every line almost is either setup or payoff or a joke in and of itself.
I literally wrote that. Where's the thing so I can find it? Um. Oh, where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I don't know. When it comes up.
Well,
Oh, there it is. This is a film in which damn near every line is either plot relevant, character development, or a setup slash callback.
yes, which is great. They don't waste their fucking time with this. Um, though ironically, I think it could be a bit tighter in the first sort of section, and yeah, it's really yeah. I still think it's fucking great. Shall we get
Okay.
started?
I thought we had.
No. Well, we're introduced to our protagonist film, a chap called
Yes.
Nicholas Angel, and
Sergeant
yeah,
Nicholas
Sergeant
Angel.
Nicholas Angel, and we are told right off the bat that he's fucking brilliant at being a policeman for the Met. He is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good. He graduated like top of his class. There's all again, we're right into it with the setup stuff because it sets up that he's good at driving, he's good at running, he's good at using weapons, he can fence.
Yeah.
All this shit is set up. He gets stabbed by Father Christmas. That comes from played by, do you know?
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson stabs him, and he goes into a meeting with his superiors. Well, one at a time, really. First one is
Well, I mean, really, they get called into a meeting with him.
well, okay. Two of them get called into the meeting with him. He meets with chap
Martin Freeman
Martin Freeman off of The Office,
and other things.
and he tells him, "We're sending you to the countryside," and Angel
There's
doesn't
nothing you can do about it.
yeah, he doesn't really like that idea, so he has to speak to the next guy in charge, who's Alan Bloody Partridge.
Yes, played by Steve Coogan.
Yes, it's not actually Alan Partridge, but
What, was this not a tie-in with Alpha Papa?
no,
Oh,
no.
there goes what I know.
Um, so yes, Steve Coogan tells them exactly the same thing, and then they bring in the chief inspector, as played by Davy
Right.
Jones. Yes, what Bill something Bill Nye, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what I just said.
I didn't hear you because I was talking to.
Rude.
So Bill Nye, he basically says, "Look, here's the deal. You're making us all look bad. Your stats are far fucking higher than anybody else's. We all look a bit incompetent by comparison. We want you to fuck off because you're going to put us all out of a job." And
Yeah.
well, see how the team reacts to this, and they've clearly been told and are in favour of it too.
Well, yeah, because I mean, they don't want to lose their jobs, do they?
Yeah, because they've thrown a party for him. he ends up having to go to a village called Sandford in
It's
Gloucestershire.
there's a lot of comedy in that opening section, really, because
Yeah.
they talk about how he's living in the section house because he's broken up in his apartment.
Yes.
So he's living out of cardboard boxes.
Well, then
Well,
you're
then
already
packed already,
packed.
and
Yeah.
the whole making it sound like it's a big deal to get Bill Nighy's chief inspector role down when they just call out
He's
into
just
the
round the
office and
corner.
it's like, oh, hello,
Yeah.
they make a big old deal about it, and it's a subversion of. Well, it's a comedy by subversion, isn't it? You expect it to be this great big grandiose deal.
Well, yeah.
Really isn't.
Well, yes. There's also crucially a bit of plot revealed because they mention, I think Steve Coogan's character mentions offhand that Sanford is a wonderful village and it's one village of the year. I don't know how many times. It's just an off the cuff line. It's like, okay, it's nice that okay, this village has a reputation for that. So he gets on the train and he heads over and he checks into his hotel because Frank Butterman, who's been leaving him voicemail messages, told him that the cottage she's meant to be living in, it's not ready yet. So they're going to stick him in the hotel, the village hotel. Which
Just
is
a little section where he goes and talks to his ex.
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry.
By Kate Blanchett.
Yes. Says hi to Bob.
Yes. And it turns out she's been sleeping with one of the other guys whose name I can't remember.
Is it Bob? No, does Bob look like the sort of guy I'd go out with? It's Dave.
Hello.
Hello.
And it's just, it's just one of those. It's just, again, it's stupid humor, isn't it?
And we
get her commenting on part of the reason for her breakup because he can't switch off.
Yes.
Which again is a major character point throughout the film.
Yeah, that's his arc. We'll sort of come on to that, his personal character arc. We get there. But yes, he takes a train, goes to Sanford, checks into his hotel, which is owned by the Coopers. Joyce Cooper. Do you know who plays Joyce Cooper?
Yes, but I haven't got it in front of me.
Billy Whitelaw. You know Billy Whitelaw, one of Billy Whitelaw's other most famous roles?
Probably. I don't care right now. Go
on. She played the nanny in The Omen.
Okay.
Yes. Fucking love Billy Whitelaw, but yes, he's doing a crossword puzzle, it transpires, because she calls him a fascist out of nowhere.
No, she doesn't call him a fascist. She exclaims the answer to the crossword.
Well, it seems like she calls him a fascist.
Yes. Of course, it's not the right answer.
No, it's fascism. Hag.
Yes.
I beg your pardon. That's the answer to a crossword question 2. There's a little back and forth there. Yeah.
Whatever.
He goes up to his room and it's fucking boring. It's a bit of a crap little room. He sits in there for a while and is like, okay, time to get the lay of the land. So he leaves and goes into town. And what happens then, Jordan?
Well, he goes to a pub.
Yeah.
And he stirs up a bit of trouble by identifying that a load of underage drinkers are there. It's quite a busy pub, quite a noisy pub. He takes it in. It's like, oh my god, there's all these underage drinkers who are, a few months south of proper.
Yes, and he can't resist, can he? He tries to resist.
He's not even started working till the next day.
Yeah.
But no, he has a bit of a to do with that, doesn't he?
Yes.
Upsets the people behind the bar. Obviously, upsets the people behind the bar. But
yes, Roy and Mary Porter. It's played by Peter Wright and Julia Deakin. Their argument is that, well, we let him in because it keeps them out of trouble outside. It's all for the greater good, you see.
The greater good.
The greater good, yes.
It is literally repeated every single time you hear it.
Yeah.
I found the script once because I was like, I'm sure it is. And I searched it, and literally every time the greater good comes up, it is then repeated right after.
I think it's important to note at this point that while it's the case with every film we talk about, where we're never really able to talk about everything, there's no fucking way we're going to be able to talk about every single great line or joke or bit of setup in this. But yeah, the gang of teenagers aren't the only lot that. He kicks them out and then he leaves and he takes note of the fact that there's another guy played by Nick Frost who's trying to get into his car. He asks him if he's going to drive home. Like, no. And he turns around to look at the fountain, which was paid for, there's a plaque on there from the NWA, the Neighborhood Watch Alliance. And it's got all the names of a load of people on there. And then Nick Frost almost backs over him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he gets arrested, as does many of the other teens. And they get taken in. They meet Bill Bailey, who's on the desk. It's like, oh, when did you start? Tomorrow. They all get arrested and processed. Do an awful lot of paperwork. And then, cut to the next day. When he's going for a run, isn't he? Morning run.
Yeah, he runs through the village. You have Village Green Preservation Society.
The Village Green. Great soundtrack, this film.
He meets Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
Who is a fun runner who's doing a run, and he says, "You've got to lock me up. I'm a slasher.
I'm a slasher.
Slasher of prices." So he runs for the local Mega Mart.
Do you know what that was going to be called? Yeah, do you know what it was going to be called?
Summer Isles.
Yes. Why the fuck wasn't it called Summer Isles?
I don't know.
I much prefer that.
Well, you know.
Yes, Simon Skinner, as you say, played by Timothy Dalton, clearly fucking loves what he's doing.
Yes.
More than anybody else.
There are a few comments on because I was watching it on Amazon Prime, you get like the little factoid things on the left sometimes.
Yeah.
And they made a point of saying that his level of professionalism was noted. There's a scene later on where he's having a back and forth with Simon Pegg, and they filmed them on separate days, but he still came in.
Yeah.
Like the looking at Nick and looking at Timothy, they did them on separate days, but he came in for when they were doing the film and looking at Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
Because it was like just to help him with the lines, because it's what you do, isn't it? You do the fucking work.
I mean,
and it, everyone was talking about how the chase at the end, they were like, "Holy fuck, I'm in a
fighting
shootout chasing with James Bond,"
Oh, I fucking love Timothy Dalton, man. Looks like my uncle.
Okay.
Yes, and one of the key takeaways is that everybody knows who he is.
Oh yeah.
He's showing everybody's going, "Morning, Sergeant." It's like he's never met these people before. So it's a little village. Word has spread very quickly. Then he goes into work and asks after the inebriate in cell 4. And Bill Bailey is on the desk and he doesn't seem to know what the hell's going on.
Nope.
It looks slightly different, like he hasn't slept. And
he had a real giveaway is his hair, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And Nicholas goes and sees that nobody's in the cell. So he calls out to Bill Bailey, and Bill Bailey asks a chap called Danny to open it. Turns out it's already open. So Nicholas goes in, and then a police officer appears behind him. And it's the guy.
Lord.
It's him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Then what happens?
Well, he has a bit of a chat and gets to know Sergeant Butterman, or whatever his name is, the guy in charge. Frank. Learns about the old guy that did the job.
Great big bushy beard.
Yes, yeah. One thing you haven't got. What's that, sir? Great big bushy beard.
God, I fucking love this movie. Yeah.
He gets a look around the place, sees how decrepit some of it is, like the riot gear, which is all dusty and
there's a hedgehog living in there, and
the empty evidence room. meets the other members of the service.
Yeah.
So you get the Andes.
Yes.
It's a fucking uphill struggle.
Yeah.
You meet Doris, who's very innuendo related.
Yes.
There's a lot of innuendo around her. One of my favourites from the early section is she's not a policewoman. She is. I've seen her bra.
Just fucking constant, man. Always coming at you.
You've got the old guy that mumbles quite a bit. Looks after the dog, Saxon.
Yes. And there's one other guy. What's his fucking name?
I can't remember, but he's played by Kevin L.
Yeah, Tony Fisher.
Whatever. Yes, that's the one.
And when they introduce him, he sat in front of the word chart thing, which is a nice bit of framing, saying
incompetent and
lazy,
stuff.
And the main takeaway is that they're all lazy. None of them are that invested, and a lot of them seem kind of dim.
In all fairness, to them.
Mm.
There aren't that many incidents in.
Well, no. There's an awful lot of accidents, though.
Yeah. But outside of the time of the year that they're in, there's not an awful lot going on.
No.
There's not a lot of call for them to do much with their jobs.
Yeah.
And it would be in keeping with the overarching plot for them to want the most incompetent people in that role.
Well, yes, of course. They have a bunch of incompetence in there. Give them nothing to do. Keep them under train. Keep a close eye on them. So they can basically, the villains, as will soon be revealed, can basically do what they want. And we also meet the guy who is the Neighbourhood Watch Alliance sort of liaison guy with the police. Who's at all the CCTV cameras. You can see everything that's going on. He just complain about the living statue a lot.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah. So we get some day in the life stuff. And the Andes take the piss out of him for being too serious.
Yeah. Talk about how everyone's packing around here. There's more guns in the country than there is in the city.
Like who?
Everyone's got guns. Well, farmers.
Who else?
Farmers' mums.
Which again, even that is wasted. Even that pops up later.
Yeah.
Danny's asking a lot of questions. Just like childish questions. I've heard there's a place in a man's head that if you shoot it, it will blow up. It's like, for fuck's sake.
Have you ever been in a high speed pursuit? Have you ever shot a gun whilst in a high speed pursuit?
No.
Have you ever jumped through the air shooting guns in both hands at the same time?
Again,
like all these sorts of things.
It's all set up.
What was it like getting stabbed? Single most painful experience of my life. Yeah. What was the second most painful?
Yes, all the jobs are really fucking boring. There's a swan that goes missing. Mr. P.I. Staker, Peter Ian Staker.
He thinks that's played by Stephen Merchant.
His Staker, yeah. His swan goes missing. There's a few bigger points like
you get this bit where we've sat in the police car, and he's talking about how there's always something going on.
Yeah.
And he points to a bloke who's got a really long coat on.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why has he got a big coat on? What's he trying to hide?
Mr. Treacher, yeah.
Yeah. And then why has this guy got his head? Why got his hat pulled over his head so much? Well, because he's fucking ugly.
Or he doesn't want you to see his face.
Yeah, because he's fucking ugly. So then they end up going to a shop, don't they? the Summerfield.
Yes.
Yes. And it is demonstrated that indeed there's a quick chat with Timothy Dalton there.
I have a very quick question, sorry, just before we carry on, because this has always confused me. When he goes into the little corner shop, he talks to the lady who speaks in plurals, like no luck catching them swans then.
Yes.
There's someone on the radio who says, get a look at his arse. Who is that?
Yes. I don't know.
No, I don't.
Tell you what, I'll Google that while you talk about the bit in the Summerfield.
Well, they go to the shop, and Danny's sort of looking at cop DVDs, because obviously he thinks policing is basically just an action movie. He's like, meet the cop. What, super cop? Meet the cop who can't be stopped.
It's Annette Roper, apparently.
Yeah, she's the shopkeeper.
No, apparently it's her that's saying... The quote is apparently from her saying over walkie-talkie that Sergeant Angel's coming into your shop. Get a look at his ass. Apparently.
But it's her shop.
I'm just saying what it says.
All right, I know. I'm just saying it doesn't make any fucking sense. Anyway, so Nicholas Angel's sort of wandering around, and he gets called into the manager's office because Timothy Dalton wants to have a chat with him. And they're just talking, and he's sort of I can't quite remember what they're talking about, but Nicholas...
No, nothing major.
Yeah, Nicholas points out that somebody's stealing, and it's the guy who's fuck ugly, bless him. So he runs off, and a chase commences.
Yes.
Long chase. And he's jumping over stuff, and they go through the gardens, and Danny just crashes through a fence.
Typical Cornetto trilogy stuff.
Yes, shortcut scene, yeah.
Yes. I just want to very briefly. There's a bit in the shop. I was reading. Did you mention that Lurch
No, I didn't
Is
mention
there?
Lurch, as played by...
Lurch, who's a big tall guy, is played by I can't remember his name, but he was also the Hound in
Yes.
Game of Thrones.
Rory McCann.
Whose mum and sister. That's it. His mum and sister are the same person.
Yes.
And we also, well, the DVDs that Danny's looking at, the one that always sticks to me is Super Cop. Meet the cop who can't be stopped.
I did say that. I literally...
No, I mean, literally, I was reading. I was trying to find...
That's okay. It's just noteworthy to me that both stands out in our heads.
Yeah.
It's just him just childishly reading aloud the DVD stuff. Super Cop as played by Jackie Chan, I think.
Yeah, I don't know why that line sticks with me so much. I think it's
Meet the cop.
I think it's.
I think
it's got to be the rhyme. Well, not the rhyme. The not quite. You know.
It's the delivery.
Yeah.
So does it? The way he says cop. Cop.
Super Cop.
Yes, there's a chase scene, and eventually he gets him by throwing a spray can at his head. And they bring him in. And then it
turns out it's Pete, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pete. Auntie Jackie's sister's brother's boy.
Yes. Which is just his cousin, right?
Well, I mean, why? It's Auntie Jackie's sister's brother's boy.
Yeah.
So it'd be Auntie Jackie's brother's boy.
Yeah.
So it could. It might not necessarily be. It could be like, who is Auntie Jackie in relation to?
Well, is it
could
a
be
married
mum's or dad's side?
Well, it doesn't. It could be a married aunt, couldn't it?
Well, this is also possible.
So it could be your married aunt, her sister's half brother. I don't know.
I don't know. Point is, it's a very tenuous link, isn't it?
It is.
And again, some of those I feel do cancel out a little bit.
There's Simon Skinner's there, and he's giving out cookies. And he's like, I don't want to press charges. It's fine.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes. And Frank says, "Don't worry, I'll see everyone gets their just desserts." There's a lot. They're eating a lot of desserts throughout the police station scene because Danny's punished for losing his trench, and so he's got to bring in cake. And then because of his drunk driving thing, he has. Do you like ice cream? He has to bring in Chunky Monkey.
Yes, for a month.
Yes. And of course, the reason they don't want him to get arrested is because they don't want it on the statistics.
Yeah, which is typical, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the farmer scene, isn't there? See, this is one of my problems with this.
That's a bit later.
This chunk of the film, it's like you got the shoplifting thing, you got the farmer thing, you got the driving thing.
The next big thing that we have is they pull them over for speeding.
Yes, they're sitting in a lay-by, and they pull over two characters for speeding. One is, let's see if I can see him on the thing. Martin
Roper.
Martin Blower. Martin Blower.
And Eve Draper.
Martin Blower is played by David Threlfall.
Apparently, Marcus Carter's big brother reckons he fingered her at the duck pond.
Yes. And, Eve Draper. Where the fuck is she on this? Where is she? Lucy Punch. And they're they're blatantly having an affair. She works for the council, and they're in the Amateur Dramatic Society, and they're what's his excuse for speeding?
Well, he's got to get to
dress rehearsal,
or something. It's not a good excuse.
He's staging a homage to William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, where he's playing Romeo. He's running late to the dress rehearsal.
Yes.
And Nicholas expertly plays that conversation, gets his apology, and sends him off with a warning.
Yes.
And
later in the day, they get tickets to go and see the show, which they can't accept.
Well, then is it the gun scene next? I can't remember where that comes from.
No. It's later. Just trust me, it's later.
Okay.
That isn't until after the traffic collision.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, my notes here literally talk about the traffic collision and then the whole translation thing.
You're right.
I've got it. This is why I make my notes, so I can do this and I can track what happens.
I've got it on Wikipedia. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and you still fucking do it.
That's because I was looking at the cast list, you Fucking prick. Right.
Well, fucking don't! It don't matter, does it?
Yes, it does. You need to pay tribute to these people and their work, you arsehole. Right.
Just by telling people to watch a fucking film, they'll do it themselves, won't they?
Right. So they get tickets, and they told they can't accept them, and then Frank sort of insists. So they have to go see this production of Romeo and Juliet, which is very coded to the Baz Luhrmann 1996 version with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes, I think.
Yes.
And they're appalling. You only see a bit of it. It's where they kiss, where there's a death scene, and it's like
the only convincing part of the entire film performance.
Yes, we sat through 3 hours of supposed acting tonight, and that kiss was the only convincing part of it.
Yes.
And it ends with a song and dance scene, which made me piss myself.
Loveful by the Cardigans.
It cuts to black, and then it's.
See, I don't find that all that funny, personally.
it always gets me.
Okay.
So yeah, they're in the pub, and we meet. They have a conversation about stuff, and the newspaper man's there, isn't he? The journalist.
Yeah. Tim Messenger is played by Adam Buxton.
Yes, Tim Messenger. Who's like, can I get a quote? Local cop enjoys watching young lovers. It's like, no.
Local cop endorses teen suicide.
I don't think that's appropriate. Yes.
Tim Messenger, who is noted as is very awful with spelling.
He can't spell and he gets details wrong.
Yeah, earlier on, there's a lot of people taking a piss about him being called Sergeant Angle.
Yeah.
Because of a typo and stuff like that.
And of course, he listed Mary Porter's age as 55. In actuality,
she's actually
52. 3? Oh, who knows?
53.
Okay.
These things matter, Ben.
All right. Yes. So we also meet the little guy. What's his name?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. It's not in it for much longer.
George Merchant, who's big land. Well, he made his money in white goods, fridges and shit.
Refrigerators.
Yeah, he's got a massive mansion and he's a wannabe land developer, but he'll come up later.
Yeah.
And then they bid them good night, and Nicholas Angel says, "Drive safe." Walks off, which Danny is very impressed by. And Simon Skinner's being as creepy as ever. It's like, oh, I bet.
Yes, I'm sure if we bashed your head in, all sorts of
secrets would come tumbling out. It's like, all right, tone it down, man. Jesus. So they go home, and I think this isn't the bit where they watch the films, is it?
No, no, not yet.
Yeah, they just go home, and later, once everybody's gone, Martin Blower is in his dressing room, and there's a knock at the door, and you should turn up, but Eve Draper.
Oh my god!
Says, well,
it's almost like they are fucking.
We don't have long, and pours some champagne, and they're giggling and everything. And there's another knock at the door. So who's that? You open it, and there's a figure in a hooded cloak, standing there, and he or she, they, killed him with an axe.
It's worth noting that this is about 40 minutes into the film.
Yes,
it's the first real time that it becomes absolutely certain there is indeed something going on.
Yes.
Like before that, it's just a bit of awkwardness and a bit of creepiness. But this is the first time that it's absolutely certain there's definitely something going on.
Yeah, and it's a creepy scene as well.
Well,
it is. It's a creepy hardcore scene. Well, sort of hardcore, not really hardcore. It works.
Really.
It's like a full horror scene. You know, it's
kind of see an awful lot.
Well, you do in the next scene and in subsequent scenes.
Okay,
you
but
know,
that scene
it's kind of horror film coded. A lot of aspects of this film. It's like a hardcore Midsummer Murders, which I can't imagine didn't play a part in some degree of inspiration for this film.
Maybe I'm just desensitized to it all because of all the violent video games I play.
Yeah.
In fact, I've seen this film a half fucking dozen times.
Well, I'm sorry.
Maybe even more.
Okay. So Nicholas is woken by a phone call, isn't he?
Yes.
And someone prattles something off, and he goes decaffeinated because he's half asleep.
Yes. Or maybe it's been badly said to him. We don't know who was on the other end, do we?
And then we get the crime scene. And Eve Draper and Martin Blower have been decapitated.
Yep.
The suggestion is that they were speeding in the car. They, I guess, veered off the road, lost control of the car, hit the sign, got decapitated, crashed.
Blah blah blah.
And Nicholas wants to do it properly. He gets everything set up, and we have our cast of characters, our the townsfolk driving past, asking questions. And it's a nice scene.
Notably,
Nice thing because Danny tells the farmer guy that it's a car accident, and he's advised by Nicholas to say traffic collision.
Yeah,
because car accident implies no one's to fault. And
this is a sign of him really taking on board what he's being told.
Well, yes, because the next time somebody asks, he says, without hesitation, traffic collision.
Yeah, he wants to take his job seriously.
Yeah, he's a eager little kid of a character. That's his arc. His arc is him sort of growing up and accepting responsibility and doing his job properly.
Yeah.
And Simon Skinner drives past being creepy as fuck.
Yes. Do you recall what's playing?
It's Romeo and Juliet, isn't it?
By
Pet Shop Boys. Don't know.
Dire Straits.
Dire Straits.
From their 1980 album, Making Movies.
Uh-huh.
I have it on vinyl.
Right. Okay. Yeah, he's all like, oh, never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo. It's like, I wonder if he's deliberately being as creepy as possible to be like the red herring for his co-conspirators, or whether he's just super into it. I don't know.
Oh, it's probably a matter of he's been spent that much time around cops that don't really care.
Yeah,
he's been doing this every fucking time.
Yes.
And it's only now that it's actually caught him out.
Yeah, somebody actually thinks that's a bit weird. So yeah, they look into it, and nobody really wants to look into it because it's clearly an accident. The doctor says it's fine. We do actually, we forgot to mention we meet the NWA. There's a bit where he goes to the neighborhood watch meeting, and we meet them all.
Yes.
I've got to say, security camera guy is played by Edward Woodward.
Yes.
Off of Wicker Man.
And among other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Of course, there's one key piece of evidence that brings to light the idea that maybe it wasn't a traffic collision.
What's that?
Oh, it's the lack of skid marks.
Yeah, you're right. Because skid marks would indicate that they tried to stop.
Yes. Whereas what they are led to believe is that for 300 yards, they
made no attempt to avoid their fate.
Yes. And then we get the translation situation with David Bradley.
Yeah, do you want to talk about this?
Well, they have to deal with a temporary dispute with David Bradley's character, whose name eludes me. But they take Danny and they don't take Saxon,
Arthur Webley,
because they need the dog. They take the old man who looks after Saxon, the dog.
Yeah.
And it's evident that it is because they can't really understand what Arthur Webley is saying.
Yeah.
But if you know what he said, you can make it out.
You can.
It's Hedge's head, isn't it? Only chopped them down because I couldn't see the view. What's he moaning about?
Yeah.
And that's it. He's cut down some hedges because he couldn't see.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, all right, fine, I shouldn't do that. But I suppose. And he gets asked about the gun, whether he's got a license for the gun that he's holding. So I do for this one. What do you mean this one? Turns out he's got a shed full of fucking weapons.
Where the fuck
including of all things a fucking sea mine.
It's just... I don't know. I guess it's surplus from World War II. That's one of the theories I heard, that all the guns look really old, so it's probably shit they've had about since like the 40s. God only knows.
Is it possible that some of this, maybe not the sea mine, but some of this is stuff that has been used to dispose of people previously and has been disposed of? He's come across it randomly doing his farming.
It's incredibly possible, yeah.
There's all manner of explanations.
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of. This is one of those films where, unfortunately, you do sort of have to just sort of ignore some of the obvious questions. Because, like I said, it's sort of Like, how did I
Well,
mean? We'll reveal the co-conspirators later on, but how do these people get together? You know, who mentioned let's start doing this? You just gotta
I feel
move
like it was
on.
probably Frank.
And they all just went along with it. I don't know, man.
Well, he's a police chief, isn't he?
It's kind of fucking weird. I don't know. I don't know.
They know they'll get away with it if the guy in charge of a local police force is behind it.
Well, so what? If you know you can get away with stuff, do you just do it? You can get away with eating your own shit. Do you do it?
Well, no, because I have no intent to.
Well, there you
I have
go.
no motivation. Whereas they want to be in the best kept village.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. So they bring all the guns back and put them in the evidence locker.
Yep.
Then they go out to the pub to celebrate. They do some bonding.
End up going for a few drinks, where they bump into Merchant.
Yeah, George Merchant, who is mourning the death of Eve and Martin and getting a bit drunk and pissing on the
Yes.
slot
He
machine
got
and
quite
fruit
close to
machine.
them recently.
Yes. So Frank says, "Why don't you take him home?" So they do. When
Yep.
Danny makes the point of saying, "We did pick up a little. We did get a little drunk."
Yep.
Worth noting how much they bonded. Over.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, and a bit more later in the day.
Yeah. Nicholas
After.
talks about his inspiration for becoming a police officer. Danny talks about his, etc., etc., and they sort of laugh and yeah. So they drop him back off. Oh, sorry, go on.
Take him home. They take him home. He's like, "How much do I owe you?"
20 quid. There you go.
And here's your change.
Yeah, keep the chain. God bless. And then he forces the fucking door of his massive mansion, which honestly doesn't look that ugly.
No, but it's not in keeping with the local rustic aesthetic.
No,
is it?
it's not. It's not particularly rustic.
Which is the comment that Nicholas makes when they're arriving, and is obviously relevant later as well.
Yes.
You know, because they leave, and oh my god, you'll never guess who's standing in the driveway.
It's creepy. Well, we don't know. We never find out. It's the hooded
It's a
figure.
hooded person again.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And they
go off to go watch some films.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They do. They go off to go watch some films.
Yeah.
And whilst they are watching these films, it's like, which one do you want to watch first? Is it Point Break or Bad Boys 2? Because he's got so many fucking films.
Yeah. Both of those films have visual moments that are referenced later on.
Yes. And one of the... it turns out that the only film that Nick Frost had watched as preparation for this was Bad Boys 2.
Mm-hmm.
He'd been given a list of them, and the only one he watched was that, apparently. And overnight, whilst they are doing that, the hooded figure breaks in to Merchant's flat, home, assuming it breaks in. I mean, you might have left the bloody door open.
Probably.
Makes it look like there was a fry-up being made, and leaves the gas on so that it blows the fucking place up.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
And as the chap in Bad Boys 2 says, whose name I don't know, this shit just got real.
Yes.
So they're checking out this crime scene, and the doctor basically says, "Yeah, he said he was making a fry up, left the gas on, blew himself up, and it's ironic because he spent his life devoted to the refrigerator and he gets killed by an oven."
There's this bit about I can't remember what the line leading up to it is, but Olivia Colman's Doris says, "Oh, I don't know, I quite like a little midnight gobble."
Yeah.
And then the old guy says, "Cox."
Yes.
And that tickles me as well.
Cox tickles you.
No, the two lines together.
I see.
It's the most overt the innuendo gets when it comes to her because of the response. Right? Normally, like her line could be taken innocently.
Well, he does
if you wanted to.
It's not the only time that happens in the film.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it's not. When Eve and Martin are discovered, she says, "Oh, I had my top off in this lay-by before," and he says, "Tits."
Ah, yes, no, quite right.
Yep. I feel like there's another one, but I'm not entirely sure. So they're looking into it, and there's no evidence of anything. The police don't think there's anything going on. Nicholas is quietly going mad by this point because he's pretty sure something is going on.
We can't prove it.
And then it's like they go to the village fete.
Yes.
And Nicholas's job is he's on duty. But Frank pretty quickly says, "Look, there's nothing going on. You might as well just take a break." And Tim Messenger goes up to him and says, "Look,
Yes.
meet me in the churchyard at 3:00. We need to talk. It's about George Merchant." Runs off. So, he whetted my appetite.
We also see Tim Messenger briefly talking to Leslie Tiller.
Yes, played by Anne Reed.
They're having a in-depth conversation, and she looks quite surprised by something that he says. We don't know what that is at this point.
Yeah,
but that happens as well.
Yes, and Simon Skinner is looking on.
Splat the Rat is the game that he's...
Splat the Rat, yeah.
Yes. Also, another one of the lines that I quite like when it comes to Doris, she's in front of a pig on a spit.
Yeah, that's me.
And says, "That's me after a couple of pints."
Yes. Jesus.
It tickles me. It amuses me. That's the whole fucking point of lines like that.
Yeah. So Nicholas has to do the tombola.
Yep.
And the first person whose name he gets is Simon Skinner.
Yes.
And someone
who's in the loo.
Yes. So that basically confirms to me that he's responsible for he's the one who does what happens next. It's his turn or whatever, I don't know. And then the next name is Tim Messenger.
Yes.
Who's also not about. And the vicar says, "Your number's up, Tim."
Yeah.
Everybody's laughing. And Nicholas realises 3:00 and he legs it. He gets to the churchyard just in time to see one of these stone crenellations or spikes or something on top of the church fall and fucking obliterate Tim Messenger's skull and drive its way into his body, and his headless body staggers around for a while with this thing inside him and then collapses. And it's so fucking gory.
It really is.
Yes, there's Tim Messenger dead. And we do see the figure do it.
I do think at this point it's absolutely... They want us to think it's Skinner.
Oh yeah, that's
everything up to this point. Up to this point, it's absolutely certain they want us to think it.
Yes, he's the red herring for the audience.
Yes.
Whether he's the in-universe red herring that he's sort of putting up, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just arrogance.
We do get a bit we've missed actually, where Danny convinces Nick to to play with the to do air rifle shooting.
Yeah.
Win and manages to win a cuddly monkey. And then Danny's accidentally shoots the doctor behind it with a rifle.
Yes.
It's like, well, he's a doctor, he can deal with it.
Yes, that's another call forward, I guess.
Yes, but it's like it's obvious. He makes a point of saying that he's not really into using guns if he can help it.
Yeah.
Nicholas, he doesn't like doing it. He'd rather not. But on this occasion, he will, but he doesn't want to have to.
Yes, and he's bloody brilliant at it. He just fucking sweeps through, and the doctor's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And he wins him his cuddly monkey.
Yes. And
Angel explains sort of his theory that shit is going on here to Frank, and Frank's like, "Okay, you heard him," and he immediately takes charges, like question the suspects or question everybody, lock things down, patrol the area. Blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
He's humouring him a little bit. In a sense, I don't. Yeah. He's
not going to find anything.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. He's giving him all of this because he's never going to find anything.
Yeah.
Let him prove to himself there's nothing going on here, instead of just telling him.
Yeah. Because it is a suspicious incident.
It is.
You know, especially after the two other suspicious incidents.
Yeah.
That's a lot of deaths in like the space of a week.
Yeah. So there's a whole thing where he's looking into this. Angel, nobody believes him. It's business as usual. Really, he's getting a little despondent, and then it's Danny's birthday transpires.
Yes.
And they've both been sort of looking into this together, and Danny hasn't mentioned anything because they were working, and Nicholas feels bad. So he goes to get him a peace lily, which is something he has that he's told Danny is lovely, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you a peace lily." when he's in town. But he goes to see Leslie Tiller, who is the florist,
Yes.
and they get talking. And what does she reveal in that moment? That she's going to sell her land because she's got it now
Yes.
out of sale. Everything must go. Sign on the door. Just like, yeah, I'm moving to Buford Abbey.
The land's really expensive.
Yeah, Tim Messenger told me. Tim Messenger told me.
It's why George Merton's been buying up the land.
Yeah, she gives away a lot of little plot. It gets a bit confusing.
Basically, this is his. Oh my god! This is why these people are being murdered.
Yes, this is the Poirot typical detective story moment where it's like, oh shit, I put everything together.
This is the one person who has all the answers that I needed to see all this.
And he runs back to his car to get his notebook. And as he does so, Leslie Tiller gets some garden shears shoved through her fucking neck and dies.
Yes, because she can't find her scissors, so she keeps the garden shears near her.
Yeah.
So he chases after the person. And this is actually one of the things that I do take a little bit of an issue with.
Yeah.
There's a few times where he's chasing someone.
Yeah.
And we're told at the start that he's got like the Met record for running.
Yeah.
Whatever distance it is. And he struggles to catch basically everyone he chases.
My counterpoint would be that running distance is like across flat terrain. Whereas there's constantly obstacles in the way. You know,
but that's obstacles to both of them.
He doesn't know is it because the ugly shoplifter guy, he got lucky. He knew the area. He was running through the alleyways. You know,
it's one of the things I take a little bit of an issue with. Is that I don't think it necessarily demonstrates his actual the thing that they told us. I think we see, you know, because he's just an average fucking bloke, the shoplifter guy.
Well, okay, you do get a bit of that running thing in the end, in the final sort of act, the start of the final act, which we'll talk about. But yeah, he's chasing the guy with the cloaked figure and loses him, and even he looks surprised. Like, how the fuck is this guy still running as fast as he is?
Yeah,
but he does fall through the glass window, and Angel notices this, I guess. And then he goes down with the gang to confront Simon Skinner, and he lays out what he thinks the plot is.
Yes.
So, George Merchant wants to break into property developing, and there's a bypass being planned. And Leslie Tiller owns some land. So the gist is that he was going to buy the land using tip-off from an Eve Draper who works at the council, who's privy to that sort of information, and Martin Blower, who's his solicitor. They were going to buy the land and develop it into a retail park. And then Tim Messenger ruins it by exposing just how much the land is worth to Leslie Tiller. So she decides to sell to somebody else. And
so Skinner, who is her cousin,
yes, cousin Sissy,
wouldn't have got the land.
Yeah, well, the argument is you need to stop this sale going through because it would be serious competition for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's not the case because he checks his leg and there's no mark there, and he reviewed security footage, and Simon Skinner's been in the shop basically all day. So then Nicholas sort of has a bit of not a breakdown, but it's like he has sort of snapped a bit at this point.
I would consider it a crisis of faith.
Yeah, because he's pretty sure something's going on here, but there's absolutely no evidence for it, and nobody else seems to agree with him.
Yeah.
And he's just sort of going through the motions. And then he goes into the corner shop with Danny, and the lady behind the counter says, "No luck catching them killers then."
Yes, call back to the Swans.
Yes, Danny says it's just the one killer, actually, and that gets Angel thinking. And he realises there's more than one of them. So he brings his suspicions to Frank. Frank says, "Look, you come from the big city. This shit happens all the time there. It's not like that here. You might just be like seeing, shadows everywhere because you come from a place with a high crime rate. promise you, if sleep on it. If you still feel the same way tomorrow morning, we'll look into this. Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes back to his room, and who does he find in his room?
Lurch.
Yarp.
Yes. So they fight.
Yes, they certainly do.
Yes. Yeah. Throws the cuddly monkey at him.
And then says playtime's over and hits him with a peace lily.
Yes.
And then Simon radios through, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And
It's like, is he dealt with? Yarp.
Yarp.
Is he going to be getting back up? Narp.
Narp. Yes.
And he gets told to head to the church or the abbey or
the
whatever.
castle. The castle.
That's it. Yes.
So Nicholas does. What did he do? Did he call Frank? I feel like he calls Frank and he also calls Danny.
He must call Danny.
I know he calls Danny. I feel like he also calls Frank. But he tells either both of them or just Danny that he's going to the castle. And he does so. And he stumbles on a cult meeting. Or a neighbourhood watch meeting with all the members of the NWA there. And they're chanting in Latin, aren't they? Well, they're chanting Bonum Commune Communitatis or something.
I don't know. It wasn't anything worth noting as far as I was concerned.
Which translates to care in the community, I think. Kind of amusing. And Joyce opens it by talking about how the two boys that have been born, they've christened them Martin and something.
I don't know.
It sort of plays out like a neighbourhood watch meeting. But the point is,
it's a sort of a callback to earlier on when they were talking about how they'd given birth to the boys
yes.
in the earlier meeting. And it's just like, it's just general stuff that they talk about. This is common. This is normal for them.
Yeah,
this is
this is just another neighbourhood watch meeting. This is probably how they usually go.
Yeah.
It's mentioned that Nicholas Angel's been dealt with. That he's dead, and Joyce will find him tomorrow having slipped and broken his neck in the shower.
Tragically.
Okay. Yes. And that they're all ready for the Village of the Year competition. And then Nicholas Angel reveals himself, and there's a conversation, and their real motive is revealed.
Yes.
Which is that they're killing people who threaten their chances of winning the Village of the Year competition. So
yes.
Eve Draper had an annoying laugh.
Yeah.
And
Martin Blower couldn't act.
Yes, nor could Eve Draper.
George Merchant had a bad house. Tim Messenger was bad at newspapering.
Yes, it is.
And they wouldn't allow the Buford Abbey to get Leslie Tiller's skills.
Buford Abbey, yeah. If we couldn't have her flower arranging skills, nobody could. This is my favourite joke in the entire movie. where they talk about Martin Blower being a bad actor, and it's like, you killed him because he was a bad actor. You murdered him because he was a bad actor. Well, he murdered Will Shakespeare. What? Oh, it's just the
yes, that's ever so slight.
What? Oh, yeah. I love that. That's my favourite joke.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Frank shows up.
Yes.
It's like, my wife, Irene, she killed herself after putting everything into helping Sanford win, and then some travellers moved in and ruined it.
We're up to our knees in
dog muck, thieving kids, and crusty jugglers.
Crusty jugglers. Yes.
What is a crusty juggler?
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, they all get up and they've all got weapons, and there's a chase scene, and Nicholas falls through a hole in the ground.
Into Popwell's grave, Sergeant Popwell.
Yes,
his predecessor.
It's not just Sergeant Popwell though. There's a caravan full of travellers. There's
Well, the reason I mentioned Popwell is because there's a line earlier on where they talk about how he's eager to jump into Popwell's grave. It's like, well, I'm not jumping into anyone's grave.
Yes.
And I suppose he did fall rather than jump, but still.
Yeah, presumably Popwell had a similar epiphany to Nicholas and was killed for it.
Yes. And we see his great big bushy beard, which is the only reason we know it's him.
Yeah, there's the travellers, the kids. They're in the pub drinking. Yeah. The living statue.
Yep.
Arthur Webley.
Yeah, for some reason. I don't really understand why he's there, but...
Well, I don't know. Because he cut down the... Maybe it's because they were going to press charges because he had all these weapons. It's like, we'll better get rid of him. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe it was just because he cut down that bush.
His absence isn't noted though at any point, other than the fact that we see that he's dead.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, the chase continues, and Nicholas finds himself surrounded, and then Danny steps out.
Yes.
And
Stabs
him.
Oh my god.
And then we cut to Danny driving in the night, and he opens the boot, and Nicholas's body is there. And he holds up a packet of ketchup and says, "Ta-da!" which is a callback to a trick he did where he pretended to stab his own eye.
Yes.
And he stabbed Nicholas's notebook and made it look like he's dead.
That's a thing. I don't like to pull this film apart, but it's only fair that I mention this sort of thing because I do for every other fucking film.
Yeah.
He takes the notebook because Danny gives him the notebook.
Mm.
I think it's fair to assume Nick probably didn't know about the ketchup in it.
Yeah.
I think it's obvious. I think that the assumption is that Danny put the ketchup in there.
Mm.
To what end? Because he supposedly didn't know about all this going on.
I don't know.
I know it's an unanswered question.
It might have been a fun little gift. It might. I don't know. I don't know. Let's not look into it.
I'm just saying. I do it for all the other films.
Yeah.
It's only fair that I do it about this.
Yeah.
We do get my favourite line from the film in this section.
I know what it is.
Yes, he's appointed himself judge, jury, and executioner.
He is not judge, jury, and executioner.
That's my favourite line from the film.
I love that too.
Yes.
So Danny, there's a reference to Chinatown as well, where Danny tells
Nicholas,
"Forget it, Nicholas. It's Sanford."
Yes.
It's like you can't win. They have control over everything. Just go back to London.
Which everyone says funny.
Yeah. So Nicholas does. He takes Danny's car. Danny presumably walks back or gets a taxi or something. And Nicholas is heading back to London, and then he stops at a petrol station to pick up, I don't know, a Cornetto or something. And he sees
presumably fuel up as well.
Yeah, he sees the display of action movies, DVDs, and he's inspired. So he picks up some sunglasses and some spray cans, and he's ready to hit the road. And he heads back.
Oh my god!
He goes in the police station. Nobody seems to take much note.
No, not quite. We get the call back for farmers and mums.
Oh yes, you're right.
Yes. We see the next morning one of the farmer folk is having a good old look around.
Another beautiful
and he
day
sees
in
someone,
God's country.
He sees someone driving a car, and it's like, oh, that's not normal. And then he realizes that it's Angel.
Yeah, he thinks it's Danny.
Who rams the car.
Yeah.
While he's trying to radio in.
Yeah.
And then there's a bit of a tumble, and oh my god, he gets shot at with a shotgun.
Yeah.
And it's the farmer's mum.
Yes. And there's also the payoff to him being good at running, because as she's reloading, he sprints for her and fucking decks it.
I think that's probably the only real thing where it looks like maybe he's quick at it. I think the rest of the film lets him down on that one. To be honest with you, I do.
I disagree.
You can disagree on. I think you're wrong. I think they botched it.
I think you're wrong.
I think they biffed it.
Okay.
Because all these people that he's supposedly meant to be faster than, and he can't fucking catch any of them.
Yeah.
He has to, okay, fine. With a shoplifter, there were obstacles with the mothers in the alley.
Yeah.
Fine, but I don't. And you can understand him not being able to catch Skinner if he was chasing Skinner, who does a fun run. Fine.
And he's the only other example of that is that he's chasing the killer of Leslie Tiller, who's revealed to be a bunch of them who are doing a relay.
I don't think he's well presented that he can run fast. I don't.
Yeah.
They make a point of it.
Well,
I think they biffed it.
I disagree.
It would have been so easy to not have that in the film, and then it wouldn't be a problem.
I think it works fine.
I get all defensive. It's not your fucking film. I think it's a line that weakens the film rather than strengthens.
Okay, noted. I think you're wrong.
Okay.
So he goes to the police station. Well, there's a line. You can't just go in there and arrest the whole village, or something like that, which is another callback. So he goes into the police station and he raids the evidence locker. Frank,
Yeah, all the guns.
fortunately, doesn't see him, which is a bit of an issue because it's like, did he just hope Frank wouldn't see him?
Well,
What was the plan there?
don't know.
Okay.
I hadn't thought about it.
Well,
I've been too busy hung up on him not being able to run.
I just think it's a bit.
It is lucky for him.
It's very
That he is not
convenient.
noticed.
Too
Yes.
busy eating ice cream and reading.
I suppose it's an example of Frank thinks that it's all sorted. He's not on alert because he has no need to be.
Well,
It's all gone to plan as far as he's concerned.
having stolen a horse from the farmer, he rides off to the police station. Kid, look, tools up. Then get some kids to spray all the cameras.
We do get a bit where it's another thing that gets mentioned earlier that we missed. He's had a call from London.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
He's had a couple of calls from London over the course of the film, and it's like, well, I'll call them back.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's revealed that Bill Bailey is twins.
Yes, he's got two people. It's like, I didn't know he had a mounted division.
Nobody tells me no.
Yes.
So he rides into town, and it's a great scene. It's like a Wild West Western scene. Rides into town, everybody's tense, waiting for someone to make the first move.
Look at his horse.
Yeah. Yeah, see, who is that? Anyway, and there's a shootout, and everybody's fucking shooting him. He deals with Mr. Treacher. He does have a shotgun under that big coat.
Yes.
There's Mr. Treacher. There's a school teacher who Danny deals with. The kids run in and get the corner shop lady.
I just want to say, I don't like the fact that he's happy to send kids in to attack someone who's got a fucking gun.
Well, she's focused on. She's not a great shot.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's supposedly a really good cop, and he's putting these school kids to attack someone who's got a fucking gun. That is not good policing.
She's fine.
It's not good policing.
None of this is good policing.
I get why it happens. I get why it happens, but it's not being a good police officer. He put those kids in danger.
They take on the amateur dramatics people, one of whom was an extra in Straw Dogs, and the other played a cadaverous prime suspect. Incidentally, I don't know whether you noticed this. I only noticed this viewing. They're still running Romeo and Juliet, but there's an updated poster with those two characters in the parts of Romeo and Juliet.
No, I hadn't noticed that, but I had noticed that when the woman who played the cadaver was shot, she really overacted it.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Joyce. I'm not convinced she was a better actor than Eve Draper, to be honest with you.
Joyce comes out with a stem gun, calls him a fascist again.
Yeah.
He
shoots a hanging basket.
He gets into a sword fight with her husband.
Yeah. Priest turns up.
That's another good scene. Like, Nicholas, stop this violence. And Nicholas says, I may not be a man of God, but I know right and I know wrong, and blah 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 blah. Priest goes,
it's like, fuck off, grasshopper.
Oh, fuck off, grasshopper. And then he gets shot. Like, Jesus Christ. And there's the doctor, which is another callback. Because Danny throws his shotgun on the floor, it goes off, blows the guy's toes off.
Yep.
He goes, you're a doctor, deal with it. He says, yeah, motherfucker, because he's into this. This is fun now.
Where next? Well, we'll go to a pub, won't they?
Pub? Yeah. They get into a shootout with the porters.
Yes, there's a sign that says shooters 2 for 1. Which I didn't notice. It was mentioned on the factoid thing.
This fucking movie, man, it's just jam packed.
They do the jump through the air shooting both guns at the same time to get into the pub.
Yeah.
But it's a stalemate, isn't it? They can't. Neither of them seems to be able to deal with each other.
Yeah, they're just taking in turns to shoot each other.
He realizes there's a bear trap hanging over the bar, and he uses that to take out one of them. And then the other one calls for the police.
Yeah.
And the whole squad turns up.
Call the police. Yes.
Yes.
And
And Frank's there with 2 guns, and he's like, "Look, this is over." Nick manages to convince everyone that actually
well,
this is what's going on here.
the
Is that,
key
there's something to this.
the key turning point is that the old guy.
You might have something there.
Yes, and I've seen it speculated that the reason he picks up on that is because he's old and has presumably seen this shit happen for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So you might be like, oh yeah, actually, come to think of it, the accident rate has been really fucking high, and we haven't had any murders or crimes. That is weird.
Yep.
So Frank, having now being outnumbered by people who sort of kind of buy in with Nicholas, flees.
Even the Andes.
Yes, he flees.
Yep.
And Nicholas tells the old guy to hold the fort down, and they go to take on Skinner.
Yes, I go to Summerfield.
Yeah.
And we get this wonderful moment where they're outside, and we're like, "Well, what should we do?" And we get the incompetency fella, Tony, or whatever. He's like, "Well, we should strike now, or we've got the element of surprise. But I'm going to wait one more time. We've got to mobilise and move on." And again, that's a little bit of line that just sticks with me for some reason. I think it's the surprise, mobilise.
Yeah.
And it's like what he said, which is again, it's the opposite of all these times. There's been something they need to do. It's been Nick saying what they should do, and he's been like, "Well, yeah, what he said."
Rule of 3, man. That's the third time it happens.
Yeah. But yeah, so they go in, and they haven't really got the element of surprise because they're on the cameras.
Well, yeah.
They're seen coming in, so they haven't got the element of surprise.
Here come the Fuzz. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, they sweep aisle by aisle, and Lurch turns up.
Yes.
As a one-on-one with Nick.
Yeah.
And the others dealing with 2 blokes and a fuckload of cutlery.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, so Nick beats Lurch and dumps him in the fridge. And Danny's a little disappointed that he didn't take the opportunity there to have a quip. But Nicholas...
But he does mention earlier on with the...
yes.
With the cuddly monkey.
Yes, yeah, and he goes, "You're off the fucking chain." And you can see throughout the entirety of this that Nicholas is sort of is more playful than he was. You know.
Yes. He's toned it down whilst Danny's toned it up. Yeah.
So they get some shopping carts and they use it as a barrier to break the glass or the plastic glass, whatever, the counter.
There's this little bit just before where and one of the knives that gets thrown hits a bottle of the jar or something, and one of the Andes is hit by it, and I just bear with.
All right.
He gets hit. This jar of whatever it is explodes, and the other Andy is like, "Andy," it's like, "It's all right, Andy. It's just bolognese."
Yeah.
And it's such a the connection between the two there. They've obviously got they're good mates, and it's just a silly little thing again, isn't it? There wouldn't need to be any need for that, but
so they break.
It's in there. It's good.
So they break the counter, and it's all celebrations, and then the secretary runs out.
Oh no!
The announcer girl runs out with a box cutter.
Something.
And what's her name? Olivia Colman. Whacks her with a cleaning sign, takes her out.
Yep.
It's like, oh yeah, I always liked a bit of girl on girl, and everybody, including Nicholas.
Nothing like a bit of girl on girl.
Yeah, and everybody, including Nicholas, is like laughing.
Yeah.
And then people start throwing fruit at them.
Yeah, which obviously is sensible.
Yeah, they're really quite dumb, those shop people. Like those guns.
You got to wonder how much they're getting paid to care this much.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, obviously, it was suggested earlier that the guys that were behind the 2 butcher fellas, that they would connected because of they were in the council's removal service as well.
Yeah.
But like, why the fuck are these kids throwing fruit at the cops? What is their skin they've got in this game?
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
I don't know.
Let's do something too. Yeah, let's get involved.
Yeah.
So Danny and Nicholas run to the window of Skinner's office and see him get in the car with Frank, jump in the skip and give chase while the others hold down the situation there.
Yes.
So there's a car chase and another
past the judges.
Yes.
Yes, the judges
which
are
is
there.
very funny. Yeah, there's another callback where they're shooting out the window
Yep.
at each other. Frank is alerted by Skinner to a swan. The swan turns to avoid it,
Yep.
crashes, goes flying, and Nicholas and Danny stop to collect it. They drive off. There's a nice little shot of the swan just chilling in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We got our model village.
Yes,
You
you
want
want
to
to
be
be
a
a big
big
cop
cop
in
in a
a small
small town?
town.
Buck up the model village, yeah.
Yes.
Um, and the cars crash. Skinner gets out. There's a fight between.
He takes a kid hostage.
Yeah, that might be first. Yeah.
I've not got a note at this point as to what happens, but he takes the kid hostage, and it's Aaron A. Aronson who was mentioned earlier. Do you want to go through the whole fucking phone book?
Yeah, start with
Who's
Aaron.
recorded first? Aaron A. Aronson.
Yes. He holds a gun to the kid's head. The kid bites his hand and goes, "Ah, you little fucker." There's a fight. He's basically beaten. Nicholas has a conversation with the kid. And then Skinner runs towards him with a box cutter, slips on a Summerfield, tiny little toy Summerfield's van, goes flying, ends up getting the church spire through his fucking bottom jaw.
Yes, fucking brutally painful.
Oh, this really hurts.
He's going to need some ice cream.
Don't
Thankfully,
worry.
there's plenty down at the
Yes.
station.
And then it's still not over because Frank gets out and holds a gun on Danny.
Yep.
And Nicholas is so fed up by this point. He's like, "Pack it in, Frank, you silly bastard. It's over."
He legs it, and
Yeah.
Danny has a shot on him, but he decides not to
He does
take
the.
it. He unloads the gun in the air, as per Point Break.
Yep. Frank steals their car. He's driving off. God knows where he's going to go. And then the swan attacks him.
Breaks his arm.
And he crashes into a tree. And
yes,
presumably the Met show up from London, or somebody shows
well,
up.
But a police helicopter turns up, doesn't it?
Yeah, somebody's called the police.
And they talk about how they want him to come back. And it's like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Because everything's gone to shit.
Yeah, without him. It's like, no, I like it here, actually.
They go back to the station and get on with the immense amount of paperwork they've got to do. Again, referenced earlier.
Yes.
They're all laughing.
But, oh no!
Yeah, they're all laughing and joking, and Edward Woodward's still about.
Good God.
He comes out with a blunderbuss.
Yes.
Just a bloody
But it's
meddler.
all right, because Nick's just had a bin thrown at him, so he kicks that at him.
Yeah.
And he stumbles back into the evidence room, and oh my God, the sea mine lands on him, and it's active.
Well, we should say he does shoot Danny first.
Oh, no, yeah, Danny dives in the way, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes to shoot Nicholas. Danny throws himself in front of the blunderbuss shot, and then Nicholas does the thing with the bin.
Yes.
And the sea mine lands on Edward Woodward's leg. And I think there's a call back to the Wicker Man. It goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ," or something like that, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't pick that up.
Well, people keep citing it as a callback.
People do that, don't they?
And it blows up. And the entire station blows up, which weirdly only kills one person.
The man who was trapped underneath it.
Yeah, not a great sea mine.
Well, it's a few years. They lose potency after a while, don't they?
Yeah. Well, there's a moment where it's like, oh, is Danny dead? I should say, I've got to mention there were plans to include a love interest for Nicholas.
It was my understanding that the entirety of the film, that's what Danny was, and the only thing they changed was that they made it a bloke. They didn't change any of the dialogue. They carried it on exactly as it was.
Yeah, they were.
It was originally meant to be a woman, and they just let Nick Frost do it instead.
Yes, they did have a female love interest, but they wrote her out and just gave the dialogue to Nick Frost. Yeah. We get skip to a year later, where Nicholas has finally moved into his cottage and is visiting the grave of somebody Butterworth. Is it Butterworth? Butterman? Butterman.
Either way.
Butter something. I think it's Butterman.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. And we think, of course, it's Danny, given what's happened before. And then Danny shows up and has realised he's visiting Danny's mum's grave, which is nice. The end.
So yeah,
That's Hot Fuzz.
yeah.
It's still great. You agree?
Well, does it matter if I agree?
Well,
No, it's a fine film. It's a fine film. My views on it at the start, going into it, are very much reviews coming out of it.
okay.
There's a few things I hadn't picked up previously that I take minor issue with, as has been discussed, but not enough to make me dislike the film. They're just things that I think perhaps don't add what they think they add. But, it's what it is. It holds up well for a film that is 17 years old this year.
It's fucking brilliant.
18 if Google says it comes out in 2007. I've got it as 2008 on my note, but...
It's brilliant. It's jam fucking packed. We didn't have enough time to go into the whole just every single line or every single call forward or setup. It's really admirable that they got such stuff in there.
It is a well constructed script.
Very well constructed. It's funny. The characters have good arcs. It's creepy in places. It's really bloody good. It's really bloody good. So, yes, that's Hot Fuzz.
Right then, would you like to know what we're doing next week?
Yeah.
Well, I gave it some serious thought because, as you will know, I hadn't planned beyond the original 3 movies. So I'm doing this on a week-by-week basis now.
Yeah.
Or fortnight-by-fortnight basis.
Yeah.
And I very briefly considered, as a result of our Thursday night recording this week, doing a 1955 black comedy crime film starring Alec Guinness. Would you know what film that would be?
Well, The Lady Killers, presumably.
Yes, but I decided against that. I figured that might be a bit too on my nose, given all the Hitman jokes I was making about you.
What? Because I'm some sort of violent murderer of women.
Well, I mean, it does present that way, and you were leaning into it a little bit.
I was not.
You were. So anyway, I decided against that, and I instead opted for a 1988 film, another comedy.
Oh.
I think all of mine have been considered comedies.
Yeah.
It's a 1988 film. If I told you it was a film starring Jamie Lee Curtis, would you get what film it is from that?
1988 comedy film with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Don't be googling it.
I'm not googling it.
I'm just saying. I'm saying don't. I'm not saying you have. I'm saying don't.
True Lies.
If I were to say it included Kevin Kline.
Oh.
and 2 of the Monty Python crew.
It's A Fish Called Wanda.
It is A Fish Called Wanda, a film I've not seen in fucking ages.
Yes, I used to really like this film.
Oh, used to? Okay, we'll see how that goes.
Again, I haven't seen it in fucking ages either.
But yes, I figured why not watch A Fish Called Wanda? So we'll be doing that next week.
Why not?
Are you looking forward to it?
Well, I kind of wish you'd choose something that wasn't a comedy.
I want to watch a fucking comedy.
All right.
Deal with it.
Do you want to maybe expand your horizons? Talk about
I like a fucking laugh.
Like?
I like a fucking laugh.
Well, it's a good thing too, because your life's a fucking joke. Bye.